back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a fall smoky eye tutorial. This was the first fall makeup look that I originally intended on doing for you guys, but if you saw my last video, you know that I could not resist doing a look based on the Kitten Karma eyeshadow by Stila. So now it is finally time to do a fall smoky eye look, and I could not be more excited about it. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I have already moisturized and primed off camera, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right in with the foundation. Alright, and of course you guys know that I will be using my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color light beige, and I am going to be going in with my beauty sponge and just applying the foundation right to my face like normal. Alright, so there is really no difference here than any other time I've applied my foundation on camera for you guys. I just put a few pumps of it right onto the beauty sponge, apply it directly to my face, and of course just make sure it's all blended out. Next, going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and just applying that to all of the parts that I would like to conceal. Before that though, I am going to use this City Color Photo Chic Dark Spot Corrector, and I'm going to be applying that right to my dark circles, because if you guys did see my last video, you saw me say that although I really did like the coverage with this concealer, it kind of made my dark circles look very brightened by the end of the day. So I have been using a color corrector underneath of the concealer itself, and it has made quite the difference. So I am just going to be applying some of this right to my dark circles, and I'm just going to be using this brush. This is just like a flat foundation brush. I need to clean it, but I'm just going to be using that to apply that right to the dark circles. So with this product, I'm not being very precise. I'm just focusing on where I feel that the dark circles peek through the most. Since this product does have a peachy undertone, it does offset the more blue color that the dark circles have. If you guys know about the color wheel, you know that oranges and peaches are complementary to blues. So that is why this product allows the dark circles to stay concealed. So once you have applied as much of that product as you feel is necessary, then of course you can just go over top of it with your normal concealer. Like I said, I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape, and I am just applying this to my face like I normally would. And then once I have applied it to all of the places that I would like to conceal, I am just taking, again, my beauty sponge and just blending it all out into the face. Of course, I am taking the pointy side of the sponge and just making sure that it really is all blended out. So I did set my face using my normal foundation powder, and I also made sure to set under my eyes to avoid any creases. And now we are going to warm up my face by applying some bronzer. This is just, of course, going to be cutting out my cheekbones as well as warming up my cheek area, my forehead, and under my chin. So I am, of course, using an angled contouring brush as well as my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. You guys know that I love this stuff. And as I'm doing this, if you guys noticed, aside from just doing it on the cheeks, I am working it into the temple area to really allow my cheekbones to look elevated. Also, when I'm doing this, I'm being very precise and focusing it into the area that I want my cheekbones to look very cut out. But then once I do the precise line, I am working it up and just smoking it outwards to bronze up the rest of my face. With the forehead area, I'm not being very precise. I'm just kind of rubbing it out just to make sure that I look very warmed up. And then once I move down to the chin area, I am also focusing on the jawline, and I'm being a bit more precise because I want my jaw to look very sharp. Okay, now to add a little bit more color to my face, I'm going in with my Tarte blush and just a fluffy brush to apply some blush to my cheeks. Of course, with this, I'm just applying it to my cheeks like always. And my biggest tip for applying blush is to do kind of a fake smile so you can really see where the apples of your cheeks are, and then kind of working it upwards so that you really get that rosy look. And per usual, I'm going to be saving my highlight for last since I want to do the rest of my makeup and apply the highlighter as the very last thing to ensure that I'm getting the ultimate glow. So now I am going to go and do my eyebrows. So of course for that, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade and an angled liner brush to just fill in my brows. So with brows, I feel like at this point I don't even really have to say anything. You guys know how much I love my brows, and you guys know how much I love talking about brows. Honestly, I just love a big, bold brow. I know I tend to overdraw mine a bit, but it really is, like I always say, a personal preference when it comes to your brows, and there is just something about a big, bold brow to me. I just feel like it looks very fierce and powerful, and that is honestly just something that I really love. So I do tend to overdraw my brows, but like always, your brows are your personal preference. So really, don't let anyone tell you big brows are bad. And then of course, after both brows are filled in, I'm just going to be taking my NYX Control Freak Clear Eyebrow Gel and just setting the product. So I know I tried this product out for the first time in my last tutorial, and I have literally used this every single day since. I really like it. It allows my brows to not move at all during the day. And there you have it. Brows are done. Okay, now it's time to start with the eyes. So to prime my eyelids today, I'm just going to be going back into my Tarte concealer and just using some of this to set a base for my eyeshadows. So I will occasionally use an actual eyeshadow primer, but to be honest, I feel that concealer works just fine. So as you saw, I just put about 2 dots of the concealer onto the eyelid, and then I'm just using my beauty sponge to just blend that all out, and this really allows a good base for the eyeshadows. Alright, and then to really make sure that that concealer on my eyelids doesn't crease, I'm going into my Queen of Hearts colored Raine palette, and I'm just taking this color right here. This is called Heir, and I'm just going to be using a flat brush to just set my eyelids. So when I do use a concealer to prime my eyelids, I do think it's important to set it with a neutral colored eyeshadow. I think this is important because not only does it allow the concealer not to crease, but it also allows the eyeshadows to be applied more easily. And you really don't have to be precise with this at all. It's just setting the base. Alright, so to first start off with the eyeshadow look, I'm going to be going into my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to be using the color Burnt Orange, and I'm just going to be taking any fluffy blending brush and just applying that into my crease as well as like above the crease, and this is acting as the transition shade. Like I said, I'm just putting this into the crease and then really blowing it upwards. Don't be afraid to really smoke this out because this is going to be more of a dramatic smoky eye look. So you really don't have to be perfect and you don't have to be shy with smoking this upwards because you really do want to be able to see it once you apply the other shadows. So like normal, I'm just using windshield wiper motions as well as small circular motions to really make sure that this eyeshadow is blended where I would like it to be. Alright, so now that my transition color is all on my eyes, I'm going to be taking the color Red Ochre from the Modern Renaissance palette, and I am just going to be applying that right to my lid. I'm just taking this flat eyeshadow brush and applying this shadow, mainly focusing it on the bottom of the lid and then gradually blending it upwards. I'm doing this because I don't want too much of this product to really hit the crease because I don't want this dark product there. I want it more focused directly on the lid. That's why I'm not really focusing it on the upper part of my lid. I'm just applying it to the bottom and then gradually smoking it upwards. And then once I feel that I really have the pigmentation on there, as you can see, I'm then just packing it on to make sure that I have as much pigmentation as I'd like. Alright, and then after I have that color all packed onto my lid, I'm going to go into the color Realgar, this one right here, and I am just going to be applying that like right into the crease, smoking it up a little bit above the crease but not too much, and this is just going to give it like that gradient effect. So with this shade, I am being a bit more precise because I am focusing it more directly right onto the crease. And like I said, I am smoking it upwards a little bit, but not too much because I don't want it to hit the color that we applied first. This is really just allowing it to give it more of an ombre gradient effect and make sure everything looks very blended out. And then I'm going to go back in with that first fluffy brush and just kind of smoke out the color that's above the crease just to make sure it's all blended. By doing this, I'm just really ensuring that there's no harsh lines and really just making sure that everything is blended out and to give it a natural ombre look. Alright, so eyeshadow is done. Now I'm just going to apply a basic winged liner off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, and then to define my lower lash line, I'm just going to be going in with the 2 colors that I used in my crease, and I'm just using a definer brush to just put that right on the lower lash line. So with this, I am really not being shy with smoking out this lower lash line. Typically, I don't smoke it out too much, but since I am doing a more dramatic eye look, I am really smoking this out. Oh, and I forgot to mention that off camera, obviously, I did also pop on some false lashes. These are my go-to lashes. They're from Ardell. I love them so much. They are just so wispy and fun and flirty, and they're great for the fall because in the fall I tend to do some more like dramatic looks, and these lashes just go great with everything. Alright, now to highlight, I'm going to be going in with my Becca Moonstone highlighter and an e.l.f. fan brush just to make my face shine. And of course, I am applying my highlighter to all of my high points on my face since I love to glow. And I hate that you can't really see it in the quality of the video, but I am using my Becca highlighter and these things are amazing. If you guys love to glow, you should really consider purchasing a Becca highlighter. And I can't believe I almost forgot mascara for the bottom lashes, and for that I am using the Lights Camera lashes from Tarte, and I'm just going to be applying these to my lower lashes. I know for once I'm not using my NYC mascara for my lower lashes, but I recently got a sample of this and I decided to try it out, and I have to say I actually really liked it. Alright, and now to completely finish off the eyes, I'm going into the Too Faced Powered Makeup palette from Nikki Tutorials and using this gold color right here, Irresistible. And I'm just using this to define my inner corners. And I did choose a bit more of a bold color, and I am really not being shy with applying a lot of this product because I really wanted my inner corners to pop. And then taking the color Vermeer from the Modern Renaissance palette, that's right here, and just putting that on my brow bone. And same thing with this, not being shy with applying this product. Okay, now to completely finish off this whole entire makeup look, it is time to apply a lip product. The only problem is I am having quite the issue trying to figure out what color I want. So we have 3 different colors that I am debating on. These 2 are from ColourPop, and then this one is from the Balm Cosmetics. So we have Trap, Beeper, and this one is Trustworthy. I don't know what to do. I am so bad at making decisions. I feel like this one would look really pretty, but I feel like it might be too light. Okay, I think I'm gonna go full fall and use Trustworthy from the Balm Cosmetics. So I really like this formula, the Meet Matte Hughes from the Balm. It applies so easily to the lips, and it really is just a really good formula for a lip product, and it goes on so easily and it dries completely matte, but it doesn't make your lips dry. And plus, the smell of this is amazing. And of course, I'm just applying this product to my lips like normal, and like always, since it is a darker color, you just want to be careful with how precise you're being. Alright guys, and that concludes this fall smoky eye makeup tutorial. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video because I had a ton of fun creating this look and I had a ton of fun making the video for you guys. So if you guys did enjoy it, please show me some love and comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!